Hey, good morning, everyone. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. We're going to be right with you in about 10 seconds. Just want to make sure that it's live. I should just get a tape recording of that. This way I don't have to say it anymore. But you never know with the technology anymore. So we'll give it about another 10 seconds. It's a great discussion today. All right. Richard of Hire Me, the staffing shark, he's out on the hunt this morning, so he couldn't be here. And I wanted to put out a couple things. So, Richard, good luck today. He's on the hunt, boy. He's a great co-host and a great person. Hey, listen, first of all, I want to give a shout out, Melanie Williamson. Thank you. We had a great show last night at 7 o'clock, and she works for White Jacobs and Associates in the Dallas area for mortgage fraud and all kinds of scams and your credit reports, and it was a good video. You need to check it out. Hey, I wanted to talk to you real quick this morning, and I'm just tired. It was started at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday and got done around 1. But no calls, no shows, and this is in all industries. Direct hires, it doesn't matter. What I'm learning, I thought going from high volume to professional services, that it would be slightly different, but it's not. Some of it's all the same. Listen, if you have problems and you can't make the interview, or you really say yes, you're interested in the job, that recruiter goes all out for you. All right, puts it out there. Sometimes I make the mistakes, and I'm not going to let the company know that I have some candidates in there, and I'm real excited because they don't return my call. Okay, you don't return my call. For an example, great paying job, right? And I feel not angry, but just upset because, I had that great candidate, no calls, no shows. And then 2 weeks later, calls me back. Oh, I had something. Get out of here. Do you think I'm really going to hire someone like that and send them to a company with my reputation? And you just did that to me. That shows me that you don't want a job. And that's where it comes into, listen, if you're really serious about applying for a job, don't do it because you're angry. We've all been there. I had a bad day at work. Well, I'm going to start looking. Let me update my resume. Because what happens is, Cynthia, you have good candidates that we have, Marie, all of them that are just looking for work. And that puts the time and energy of your recruiter off for helping everyone that really wants a job. So really think about that today. When you're applying for 1,000 jobs on Indeed, don't do it. If read the job description, I know they're long, read it. Then you might be able to sit there, and if it's a fit, because it bogs down the system and it gets you nowhere. So on that note, the next, it's real quick again, videos, live videos of companies and putting your company out there. I am going to give you one more example here again, that how, getting outside that company, because if you're not allowing staffing agencies to say your name, you're crazy. I'm just being honest with you. With everything coming up right now, with everything even going further, you're going to be in trouble. And we're only here to help, because I'll tell you what, we work hard for you here. And I'm going to give you an example of a company. And this is what I'm going to do today, because I like these two companies in Easton and Brenningsville. They know who they are. They're great companies. And the reason why I like helping them is like this. I'm going to sit out there, and this is being streamlined again to all over the place. And I don't care, because they're great companies. So, hey, this is Dave Wilson of Results Staffing. I'm located over here in Brenningsville, Pennsylvania. Guess what? Nestle Waters is hiring for forklift drivers, material handlers, paying up to $23 an hour. You can make up even higher. Full-time, not even a staffing company, no staffing company benefits. And guess what? It's water. Nobody's going anywhere. And maintenance technicians over, up to $30 an hour plus. Full-time. Email Chris, and you'll see it. I'll put some information on. I'm doing an email blast today for him. Check them out. So if you're not happy and you're working down the street, right down in Brenningsville, 20 miles from there, this video gets to you, come on over. If you're only making 13, and if you're in a temporary agency, come on over. Do you see what I mean? Great benefits, all that. Second one. Hey, everybody, Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. You're over in Easton, Pennsylvania. Listen, Phillips Pet, right? In Easton off of Hecktown Road. I'm out here today. Guess what, man? Over $15 an hour plus incentive. Forklift drivers, 75 of them. You know, they're increased in business. Second, third shifts, full-time benefits for your families and children. And they really invest a lot. So guess what? If you're working in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, you see I'm talking to the cell phone, come on over here. Contact, Diana. I'm going to put that email on here for you right now. Great company, not going anywhere. Do you see? You get it? There's nothing wrong with saying your company's name unless you got stuff to hide. Walmart, Amazon, and all them are out there, right? You should see some of these videos. Or not videos, job postings. Again, I continue. It gets you nowhere. That is why you're struggling. But when I tell you what, when I blast that, listen, they're not even clients of mine. They're really such a good company that I recommend. Today, I'm doing an email blast from for over 3,000. Listen, I have a lot of candidates, but I need companies. That's the whole thing about it. See, some people have problems of, we don't have candidates, right? We have them, but I have nowhere to put some of them. I'm not afraid to say that. We will. We got some candidates in the pipeline. I'm clients in the pipeline right now too, and even the direct hires. But listen, we're here to help you. So say your company's name. Because listen, you should have seen some of these job postings. If I read them to you right now from the staffing companies, and not all of them they just don't know. They haven't been trained. The recruiters, some of them are new. Come on, where the hell are you telling them to work? Come on down here. Guess what? Start tomorrow, $15 an hour, immediate start. We need 5,000 people. Oh yeah, no experience as long as you got a happy attitude. Think about that. Think about that if you're a company right now. If you're sitting in there 9:30 in the morning, if you're watching this, go back and tell your boss or your manager and let them say your name. Because when I was with my former company, right, I was saying all different names until this one clown comes in and he decides to say, don't do that anymore, because they're utilizing you for sales. Listen, a lot of the companies right now are utilizing 6 staffing companies. 6. Do you hear that? So do you think that another staffing company, do you realize, are you going to utilize me for sales? Utilize another company by saying, hey, Results Staffing has, Pepsi. Oh, if you show Pepsi that you do a great job, listen, do you ever try to call HR every day? And that's the last subject here. Do you ever try to call them? Leave them alone. Leave HR alone. They got enough plate. I say it every day. I'm just frustrated. See, I don't have Richard with me to calm me down. But HR, again, should not be in staffing. I can't tell you any more seriously. Let them work on scaring people and helping them. Let them concentrate on helping people. They're not recruiters. It's not that they can't do it, but you got them working 12, 15 hours a day. So why do I waste my time? Because I'm coming after you. I'm coming up after the decision makers. Because if you listen to some of the issues, I can tell you right now, this next month or two, you are going to struggle if you do not do something. Because now with the surge and everything coming up, I'm excited for it because I love peak season and I love direct hires too. I had 3 of them. I'm hoping they go through. But back to the logistics, and it's because my specialty is there. Hey, Alberto, good morning. At least it's keeping me a little calm here. But think about it. Say the name of the company. Why wouldn't you say the Crayola? Why wouldn't you say Nestle Waters? Why wouldn't you say Home Depot, Lowe's, Walgreens, CVS, AutoZone, XPO, all these companies' names that are really good? Say it. Mean it. If you're a good company, promote yourself. Get your name out there. Tell them, wow, I want to work for that company. So I hope that you take this video today and just say to your manager, this guy seems crazy, which I'm not. Hey, Steve, good morning. You have to get yourself out there, because I'm telling you again, some of these job boards, wow. And let's see, Cynthia, that is why I am selective in applying for jobs. With the limited amount that is being posted, I read through the description. If it doesn't fit me, I don't waste my time. Many times when you click on a job, it sends you the company's website, which can take an amount of time to enter all the information, uploading your resume. Some positions even require you take assessment tests of applying on Indeed. I appreciate your time and effort. Right there is what I'm talking about. And thank you, Cynthia, for helping people. It's because I care of trying to help the candidates that are looking for work. You know, you got to put yourself out there on social media. You know, I just saw a company right now. Chris, he did a great job. He just stepped out of his bounds and he did a video. You know what? And Alberto does some great, Steve does great videos. It works. You know, today I'm going to concentrate on some sales, but I had one company, and I'm going to say this real quick. I emailed her, okay? HR. Great person, though. For 2 years, I've known this person. Just trying to help. I've sent them candidates, right? Send them candidates free. I don't care. I just want to help these people. I know where to find them. They couldn't come to an agreement maybe for a lousy 3%. How's it working for them? So I sent to her, and she responds back, David, this is true. I've told you before, I will email you when I'm ready. So don't email me until I email you. I'm sorry. Now that I have my own company, I was driving and I was like, oh, hell no. I emailed her back. And I said, you know, I have done nothing wrong here. That email you sent me. For 2 years, I have done nothing but been loyal to you. I said, I've sent you. I said, you know what? The reason you have 5 staffing agencies with you is because they don't like you. You are well known in the staffing area and they don't like you. They don't want to work for you. They just take your job. They take your job because they want it, right? So then I said, you know what? Also, I cannot wait till you leave, because it's people like you that cause problems. They don't want to work for you. And I said, I also love this new thing called blind copy. Seriously, I don't use blind copy. I'm always honest with that. I said, you know, I love this feature of blind copy. So for now on, please never email me for your needs. Don't. I'm not going to help you until you leave. When I find out, since you've been there for 25 or 30 years, when you lose your job, then you're going to be coming to companies like ourselves. So until you leave, I'm not going to help you. Now, get this. So within 2 hours, I got the most sincere email back apologizing. Yeah. Apologizing to me. And that is what I'm talking about. Listen, could you do that if you were a normal staffing company, you know, like Steve and Albert, all these guys that work? No, you can't. But don't talk to me like that, because I'm there to help you. For 2 years, I stood up for you. I've said nothing. No, listen, she is mean, man. You got to get to know her. She's really a good person. She's just under stress. And I would constantly say that she's a good person. But then when you treat someone like that, it goes both ways. Hey, look who's on here real quick. Oh, God. He finally shows up. Hold on.
Mr. David, look who's
now
here.
You show up.
Hey, technical difficulties.
Oh, my God.
Hey. Who needs the Geek Squad when you can just put a little bit of brain power into it, buddy? The computer's working again, so we are live.
Oh, and I just got telling him you were out on the shark. You were out on the hunt. But see, he won't pay. Richard won't pay the $200 for, hey, get this, everybody, Geek Squad. Companies pay a fortune. Get this. I love doing this.
Oh,
for $269, I pay for the Geek Squad with Best Buy, and they cover 5 of our computers, anything in the house, 24 hours a day, sign in, fix it. And I'd love to see companies utilize that for $269.
I'll tell you what, Dave, you know how much excitement I have? If anybody had any computer troubles ever and don't think that you didn't back your stuff up, please back your stuff up. Wow. But I'm back.
All right. Well, I don't have
good morning,
to
Alberto.
complain. Nope. I was just talking today. God, I was venting. Woo! See? I know. I get all worked up.
See? I come in at the end to save the day, right?
Oh, my God. Even Cynthia said a lot of different things. We were talking about, no call, no shows. I'm irritated because I really worked hard for this person. Direct hire, spent all the time. Doesn't call me then for like 2 weeks. And now he wants the job. Get out of here.
Well, at that point, yeah, you're done. Put him on the release form and let him go somewhere else, right?
And then we talked about, putting the video names, your company's name in videos, being allowed to say it. We talked about that because it just brings people towards you, your companies. Oh, look at that, Cynthia. Look, you're a rock star, man. Look at this. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Cynthia.
She's great. And this is what I'm saying about Cynthia is we are trying hard to find, and we've had her on the show, and we're going to have her back on again. She tries so hard to get a job, and I don't know why a company would not listen to us. You should see, what she does to get a job, and she really cares about people.
Yes.
Wow. She cares about people.
You're right. Somebody will see that sooner than later is what we're saying. You know what I mean?
Well, I told her she doesn't know it, but I did say this. I got to call her. Is right here. Cynthia, I noticed you haven't completed. We applied for a couple jobs for herself. So nice. I have to send this to you. Just wanted to send you a quick reminder. Here's the link. So Cynthia called me this morning. I don't know much. Taylor went ahead and applied 23 jobs for her, not even using a video resume.
Look at that. You're out there, Cynthia.
Yeah, so we're shooting for that. And then the other thing we were talking about was I was discussing about how on the video, how I was saying about Nestle Waters is hiring full-time, $30 for maintenance, and they're not my client yet. And even Phillips Pet, great companies, full-time. But saying their name, wow. Nestle Waters, Phillips Pet. You drink water and your dogs need food.
Exactly. Hey, Dave, you created something that's going to be new, buddy, that people's not going to be saying, well, we got 2 welders, but we can't tell you the company's name. You got to throw it out there.
All right. This is, me. So this is what I wanted to say about you. I don't care how long this show goes today. So this is some of the job postings. Now, get this. Okay. This was hilarious, this one.
Uh-oh. All
right. I don't like that one. Okay. A local pharmaceutical company is looking for forklift/driver associate. This person will be utilizing a couple different forklifts. Training is available. However, prior forklift experience is required. This individual also assists in local deliveries. A valid driver's license is required, along with the ability to pass a physical for DOT card. This is a second shift, Monday through Friday, 3 to 11:33 p.m. A resume is needed. What the hell is that?
Sounds like the person's going to do everything in the warehouse. You're going to do the forklift. Then you're going to jump on it. You're going to load everything up. Then you're going to jump on a truck and take off and then come back, right?
And this is you only read. Oh, so go ahead.
That's not a clear description. I mean, if you're a forklift operator, you're not a truck driver too, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. And see, what I love about this job, this Facebook group, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this job, you know who the admin is?
Go for it.
Me. I might as well put it out there. You're advertising on me and the other young lady are both admins, and I love it. This one, I love it. These are big companies now, and I'm not going to call their names out, but we are hiring all shifts available. Call us now. Immediate hire, Habla Espanol. That's it.
What?
That's great in the Lehigh Valley.
Oh,
I friggin' love it.
Boy, our staffing industry experts and HR experts, what's going on here? And
we have lots of available jobs opportunities. Please check out some, all capitalized, of many, all capitalized, the whole word, opportunities. Reach out to me or text. Oh, I like the texting option. This one here. I love this one. Spanish bilingual candidates will be preferred. Little or no English candidates can also apply. Fill the cooler and make sure the cleanliness of the place. Learn the register and engage and service the customers with respect.
Wow. All I can say on this, if anybody's out there listening and you're applying for jobs and you see this, you're probably not going to get a paycheck from them either if they can't even pronounce what they're trying to say and it's all jumbled up. That means there's chaos. If it's on the job order, it's going to be chaos in the company too, right, Dave?
Now, one more, because this is a great – no, one more. I love this one because this company I know that's hiring, okay? They're great. One of the best companies, okay? But they don't say it. I know this is it. For anyone who is looking for a new job or just a job overall, I have multiple open positions at our area in, Lehigh Valley. We are hiring for day shift and night shift with a starting pay rate of $15.50/hour for day shift, all capitalized, or $16.20 hour for our night shift. Look forward to hearing and meeting some of y'all.
Wow. So this is what's out there. Wow.
I'm speechless.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Wow. I mean, we have to do there's another show right there, Dave, on how to write a job description, right? 101, how to capture the audience.
But what do you, Richard, you are one of the most, I was talking about you this morning, or no, last night, Alberto, this is true. I was talking about you. I said, you got such amazing ideas that the little things that you say, I always say but look how you design you and your girlfriend said about Ring of Hire show. All right. They love the photos, little things like that you do. You got Shark Week coming up, right?
Exactly. Coming up in about 2 weeks, guys. You'll be seeing it on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and everything. It's going to be coming up this, soon. It's going to be exciting too, man. It's just going to be like everything you can imagine. We're going to say live it. The whole week is about live it. We're going to learn.
We're going to have a great week, and Richard is going to be pulling off some amazing things. The Shark Week. Hey,
and just to let you know, I didn't tell Dave this, but we're going to have a Christmas in July special this Saturday, right, Dave?
Christmas in July. No, I've heard of that.
Yes, July 25th. We're going to have a show this Saturday.
July 25th. All right, we're gonna have a show. Are we having a show?
And I might be in some Christmas attire. We shall see.
All right. Well, what time we'll promote that? I guess I'm available. So hey, look at Cynthia. What'd she say? Look at that, Rich. I was wondering where Richard was.
I'm here. A little technical difficulty, but I'm here.
Cynthia, he does his hair every morning. He has to do his hair.
Hey, you know what? My hair looks the same when I go to bed when I wake up. I'm not gonna lie.
What you freaking put all over that?
I haven't not put a comb in my hair in 30 years. It's a little paste, boom.
God.
But, get back to job descriptions, Dave. I tell you what, we gotta work on that with a lot of people on that. I mean, that's why they're not getting candidates. One thing I just want to elaborate on. I was at a job club yesterday. I spoke virtual here in Pittsburgh.
Right.
25 candidates. They're all on Indeed. They're all on Monster. Guess what? They're not getting any responses at all.
No.
Job boards are going to be officially dead. I'm telling you that. I mean, I talked to them all about video resumes and all this, and they're like, wow. And so we're going to have a group of people. It's going to be awesome. So
look at her message.
Beer and coffee. No coffee yet because I had a disaster I had to take care of. Right, Dave?
Yeah. Cynthia, I text them every morning. Every morning, I'll show you. Are you coming on the show, Richard? Oh, yeah. 2 minutes. I get up. And do you realize how I have to prepare this great-looking person, the lights? I have to put the makeup on,
You guys know it's a crisis when I don't have my shark tooth on around my neck, right? It's pretty bad when I don't have that on.
Hey, one more job post. Get this one.
Go for it, buddy.
So now it's for an HVAC company. Now they're hiring.
Mm-hmm.
HVAC. Okay. But the picture, the photo of it is people welding.
Oh, come on. Come
now
on.
is looking to join their shop team must be able to fabricate ductwork, must be able to read a tape measure,
Yeah.
and working with hand tools. Now, an HVAC technician, do you think they don't know how to read a tape measure?
Wow.
Typical work hours, 7 to 3:30, but overtime may be offered depending on the current workload. This position is not on the bus route.
Wow. Well, I just want to say something about HVAC. I've placed people before. You don't get off at 3:00 anytime. If you're up there and you're working on a residential commercial, you're not saying, well, 3:00, we'll come back tomorrow. You're working till 7 or 8:00 at night. I'm just going to say facts on that. You know that, Dave.
And a bus route, if you're an HVAC technician and you don't have a van or you don't have a vehicle with tools, what are you going to do? Carry your tools on the bus?
Well, here's what it is, though. In some cities, the buses, they only run early in the morning, and sometimes they only, right now they're done at like 8:00 at night. So what are you going to do?
You grab the bus back home, Atlanta bus thing. Oh, yeah, I got my tools. Hold on. Let me put them underneath.
I guess you pulled a thumb out and hitchhike again, right?
Oh, I'm just wound up this morning. Today I'm doing sales, and I'm going to think outside the box and utilize Career Builder as my sales. And I'm going to explain that
Dave,
to you later.
Time out. Did you say sales or are we doing consulting? We're going to reach out to companies that consult them on why they should get workers, right?
Well, yes.
Not selling anything. I'm just messing with you.
No, I know.
I had to.
But yeah, you know what? And I get frustrated because there goes the veins again. I can see them so close. Listen, I want to help companies just like you do. And I'm not saying this about myself, but it was a long day from 6:30 in the morning till 1, 2 o'clock last night. I was nonstop in the morning. And I do it because I care just like you. You want to change the image of the staffing companies, and not all of them are bad. Trust me, there's some really good. You know yourself. There's some good companies.
Exactly.
There is. There's your ones that just, you need to change that stigma of staffing agency. And we've talked about that before too. And you're passionate about that.
It's when you burn a bridge, Dave, they think a year later that they're not going to forget, they're going to forget that. They don't forget that. Once you burn a bridge with a company, you're pretty much done with that company forever.
Yeah.
And just think how long it took you to get that company, get the relationship and everything to burn it.
That's what I mean.
Start all over again. It's like you're building a new fire over and over. And that's what all staffing firms do. Why just don't keep 10 companies and service them with 100%, right?
That's what I mean.
Take 30 companies and just take 50 because you want to gobble everything up like Pac-Man fever. I mean, come on, really?
And I don't want that. I want to be so honest. I told you before, what is your value? And should you be honest or, you fidget maybe in sales a little bit, but honesty. Listen, if a company was to call you, Richard, tomorrow and say, Rich, I need 15 candidates tomorrow. Now, in your mind, it's not impossible. What do you say?
For me, if anybody can give you 15 candidates in one day, you're going to have about 11 drop off. So let's work with it. It's probably going to take about 3 days to maybe a week to get the right ones. So let's gradually go 3 to 5 and keep moving up. So any company that says, these big firms says, I'm going to throw 15 at you. They're, I get background on them. Come on. They're just throwing bodies against the wall. And guess what, companies? You're paying for that on the invoice every week.
That's what I say is because, listen, right now, I don't want volume. I want quality.
Mm-hmm.
So if it takes me, I am going to be honest, if you give, say, 10 people to start. Now, the excuse I hear, this is the excuses. Oh, I love this show. Is, well, we can't bring on another staffing company because we don't, the invoicing. It causes problems. What the heck is that?
That's an airplane, kind of low. Wow.
But invoicing causes problems, issues. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but even in corporate America, I can't picture if you have already 5 agencies in there, or even 3. What is another invoice? I don't understand that point.
My question is, why would you have 5 agencies in there? So you have 5 different invoices going out. You have 5 different probably bill rates. Who knows what's going on? It's total chaos.
Yes.
So what you have to look in the mirror if you're a hiring manager and say, wouldn't it be nice to have 2, max 3, and that's it, and deal with them? But you know what? Every company's just, we got the account. We're just going to throw people at you, and that's what they're doing.
And that's what I mean. And in sales, I've been in those meetings with some of the companies, and in my mind, I didn't want to do it. In my mind, but you're in corporate, and I'm nothing against. I don't want people to think that I'm just dogging corporate or staffing companies. You know that
about not at all.
And you too. It's just I wish some of the upper management, not the middle. It doesn't start always with the middle, because sometimes, this is my opinion, because the middle really, you can't really change anything, but they can only just come up with their ideas a little bit, because they'll always tell me, no, we can't do that because of corporate. I don't know. The decision makers really, like you said, need to take a look, because those P&Ls, they have to be horrible.
Yes.
I mean, P&Ls to a T when you were the branch managers.
Down to the penny. But I think urgency, a lot of people, that's how we are in this country, is spontaneous. We need it now. And then when the disaster comes, they're like, oh boy, right?
That's what I mean. And you get that call, where are they at? Where are they at? And then everybody comes up with all these great ideas. And I was talking to Berta, would come up with different things. You come up with all these great ideas, everybody's happy, and then you never do it.
Yep. Happens all the time.
You don't change.
How many companies have a new policy every year? Their strategic plan for 2021, 22. Look at them. I have some from the past. I'll show them to you sometime. That could be another show. You know what? That whole plan that they spent with all these high officials coming in from other states and everything, guess what? There's not one they followed at all. It's just like they spent 5 days together to get what done? Nothing.
And that is perfectly said. Nothing. I like that word, nothing. Because again, it's educating.
Yep.
I really believe, this is what I believed in my former, you want to say prior company, who cares? 33 days, who's counting? Right? But oh God, you see, I started to think that. So when you're looking at the jobs and you have all these companies and you come up with all these great ideas all at once, like 3 to 4 things. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. Whoa. I had one general manager, top guy, he was a manager at Home Depot. I'll never forget what he said to me. Very high guy, very great guy. He says, Dave, this is what they do. They do a change for 2 weeks. They'll all come up as a team. They're going to say, we're going to try this. Do it for 2 weeks. They stick to it. Then come back 2 weeks. Then they all meet. Then they say what happened, what worked, what didn't.
Perfect.
Then if that didn't work, it was so funny. Let's try to be mean now. No, they try something different. And I'll never forget when he said that to me, because I thought about that. You don't give it enough time to try something new. I mean, when you do a change, do you expect results like that?
You know what? This is in the business world. This is in life too. Nobody runs the course, right? If you want to get to the finish line, what do you have to do? You have to run the race, right?
Yeah.
Well, halfway through, you just stop and say, I'm going to go and run the Boston Marathon, and I'm going to run the Pittsburgh Marathon. All over the board is what I'm saying. That's what companies are like, just like people in life. They don't give anything a chance to work, right?
But what do you think? And I know you can tell I'm wound up again this morning. That's why Cynthia, hair and coffee. What do you believe that a company, higher up managements, are saying in the meetings together of why we're 100 people short? You don't want to pay someone that can show you results. Get it? Just, you're the shark.
Hire me. Results.
All right, hire me, but shark and results. And what do you think they're saying?
I've
If
been in
you
these
were on
meetings.
that room right now, if you're a VP, CEO in that meeting, what are they saying?
I've been in meetings for regionals, 6 states come together. At the end, I'm exhausted. Nothing gets done. They have all these ideas. Like I said before, they talk about we're going to do this. And when it doesn't work, guess what? When they convene again, guess who they blame? They blame the entry-level recruiters in staffing. They're not doing enough. We're not training them enough. How about all the management that has the shirts on, ties, they're golfing all day? I challenge you. Why aren't you out there in your branches working with them day in, day out? Not just showing up once a month and saying, give a couple directions and then leave. Yeah. Do you even know what the branch is about? I used to have it happen to me all the time. They come in, from another state, give me some directives. This doesn't even work. You don't even know where you're located at. It's like, oh my.
Oh, and
I think we're getting bombed here.
But and you're right, is because we were preparing. Well, we have the VP coming next week. Everybody's all make sure this is right.
The office perfect, all the files. You know what? When they show up, guess what? They show up for half a day. They buy you lunch and they're gone by 1 o'clock and they're off to hang out with their kids or whatever. What gets done? Zoink. We spend more time cleaning up, getting ready for them, which my office was always clean anyway. Vacuum run at nighttime, smells good and all that good stuff. But the long story short, I think is if you're in that management role, you need to be a player too and get dirty on the ground.
Well, this is what I would agree when my interns are gone.
Oh,
but I got 2 new ones coming back August 6th.
Awesome.
But it was hard. Taylor yesterday and Jenny, and we took pictures. I'll be posting with my son, and they helped me so much. And I'm going to do everything. They're coming back because they're going to do some video resumes themselves. And
nice.
I am going to go, but they'll be back. And I have 2 new ones. But my point there is I even said when I worked that's my new thing. So when you're an on-site manager at a company, at a client, you're based there, and you have your branch with all your recruiters, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I learned was, I always called up there, hey, I need 15 people, and they tried, and then you didn't get so many, and then you would be upset because you were there with the customer. But then as I worked my way up, and then I took over the branch, and then the market manager and all that, I saw their struggles. I said, what the hell you got behind you? Freaking a zoo?
Everything's down here, buddy.
Sorry, freaking airplanes and freaking birds, whatever. Anyway, but what I know,
nature, Dave.
I learned their struggles because 5-6 recruiters and everybody in there with 14 companies to staff for. I was like, wow. But it was nice when he got the employees. But my point is I believe when you get hired, I would take a recruiter and I would put them on that on-site for just a couple days. Let them work with an on-site manager at the site to see the struggles, but then also have that on-site spend a week at the branch and learn how those phones are ringing, learn all that stuff, because then take that time. I've learned training is the most important thing. I'll take that time again.
But you never do that. We worked with FedEx, UPS, and all the big ones back in the day. And during the holidays, you would hire a couple people just to be on site. Guess what? They go right on site. They start them off and say, just make sure people show up and they clock in, clock out. They have no relationship with the branch they're working with. It's total chaos. The person doesn't even know about staffing. They just hire somebody for a low wage and say, stand there and count bodies and make sure they're accountable.
Yes.
And there you go. Then you have this big conflict because the recruiter knows these people. This other person just got thrown in the fire for a part-time job. And guess what happens at the end? Chaos.
And that's why Rich, and we talk about it all the time. I always wish I could reverse back because the last year of my life right now, what I've learned, and with your own business.
Oh, yeah.
When it's your own business, you've been in the staffing. I wish I understand so much more now and to value. I wish I would have done some things differently then, but I'm so excited. TikTok, because I know who's counting. We're going to have a big party on that day because when I am going to celebrate, see, I go off topic all the time. I'm going to celebrate because the value that I know now, and I'm not saying all 14 companies in the Lehigh Valley will take David back, a part of them, because the customer service, I wish I would have spent more time on customer service. I wish I would have spent more time talking to people like Cynthia, spending the time with that person. I can come up with all excuses. I wish I wouldn't have said I have 100 jobs openings when I didn't. I wish I wouldn't have said a lot of things. And I'm not afraid to say that now because I've learned I've learned through this whole thing. It's like you're very passionate. And I've always said that about you because you care.
Exactly.
I understand in high volume, it's hard to care. No, it's not. That's bad wording. It's hard because you got so many people, but I still believe that I shut my cell phone off.
I'm blown up with all kind of stuff. What I'm gonna answer this real quick. It's raining here now, so I'm gonna have to cut it
we'll
short.
get going here.
But long story short, Dave, we don't blame yourself. Yeah. We were pigeonholed. Right now, we could never have a show if we worked for a company. We'd have to be on the phone, grinding, doing the grunt work. That what staffing's not about. The caring part is all quick events here and there. You cannot every day. You cannot be your 100% when somebody's slave driving you just to go and work about finding people. You can never get a relationship. If you talk more than 5 minutes on the phone, my old boss would say, that's too long. You have to go to the next person. Well, 5 minutes, you can't even say hi.
No. And I agree 100%. And that's why I'm glad you did show back up for the show. I know we got to get going here. It's only been 42 minutes. 42 minutes.
It's out in the rain.
I got so much to do today, and it's going to be, I got to get some clients, do some email blasts that I got some new ideas that we're going to try today. But again, 42 minutes, if you would have been on time, it wouldn't have been.
I'll be there tomorrow. Hey, did I make it? At the end of the day, all that matters is I made it.
All right. But say, Richard, I'm going to let you end it with the show here, your favorite saying, and Cynthia and all you guys.
I had a little bit of a crisis today. Didn't even have my coffee yet. Shark tooth isn't around my neck. But you know what? Love yourself so you can love other people. Let's have an awesome day.
That's right. All right, Rich. Let's say we're going to end it here. And I always make, this is my favorite saying, end broadcast, and we are